Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Like it has been said 17 times today. We will a very small recap of last time regarding the logical operators. And then we will start doing exercises, and a lot of them, because we have some catching up to do. But that's okay. We are a small group with 4 coaches. Yes, 4. So it will be okay. So let's start. I will share my screen. Let me know if you see it. Screen 3. Share. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'm scrolling. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. The ideal goal would be to get to call stacks. Last time we finished on logical operators, so a ways to go. If you don't finish on that precisely, that's okay. There are some that are more difficult than others. But for the logical operators, there was some confusion. I will just say, just look at the examples if you are confused, and remember what the comments in the examples say. Let's go through one. Here, logical operator, it explains what, sorry, let me see. Yeah, so, let me open it directly so that I know what I'm looking at. Logical operators, it explains what truthiness and falsiness actually means. Just actually means it's true or false, and it can vary from type to type. Essentially, that's it. You have some examples here that you can run. Very nice if you are confused. And then also the link to the Mozilla page that we showed you last time, through and through, which was very handy for actually having some examples of what falsiness and truthiness is. The page is loading quite slowly, so let's leave it. And then, for example, you're not sure how it works with and here you have exactly what you need to know. The AND operator does not evaluate true or false. It reads from left to right and evaluates the first falsy value, first value that is false. If the left is false, it evaluates the left value. If the left is truthy, it values the right value, and so on. That's all you need to know. If you follow these, you will get through all the exercises. They have also the examples here, which come in the exercises with even the edge cases. The same for the or and the not. So yeah, that's kind of it. I will not hang on too long on that because we did we did last time. So for the people that still find this confusing, just go through the example and then through the exercises. It should be okay because the edge cases of the exercise are also covered in the examples. And also, if there is 1 or 2 edge cases in the exercises that you don't that still is confusing, we are here to answer. We are here all week on Slack, on GitHub. Please ask. But I think it will be okay because it's quite clear with the examples. All right. So which exercises did you do in the vacation, guys? Were there exercises that you find quite difficult or tricky? Anyone?
Hey, Yasin, this is Anna. How are you?
Yeah. Hi, Sana.
Hey, I was lucky. I had like a little study group, you remember, and we did another one also, me and Daniel and Aviv.
Yeah,
we were very thorough, so it was great, and I got a lot out of it. But I had a few I had written down that we didn't had managed to do. So for me, the arithmetic,
yeah,
there was a bit there, and the block scope exercise.
A block scope. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And which one of the arithmetic, if I may ask?
I think both, or all, or 3, or all of them.
All right. Are there people that still haven't done this? the arithmetic exercises? It's okay if you didn't. Just for me to know. Raise your hand in Zoom if you didn't. But let's go over a couple of them. Let's go with a plus first. Yeah, JavaScript is kind of tricky in that way. You can this kind of code. I can look at my colleagues, coaches. Doesn't really happen in other languages, or if they do, very not a lot. That's the power, and also the tricky thing with JavaScript is you can do a lot with it, but also you can make a lot of errors by having that power, right? Like someone said, with power comes responsibility, whatever. All right, let's do some of the exercises. Let me see if I can zoom in. I can't. Oh yeah, I can. All right. All right, let's start. Here is what we expect. We want to fill this in, and then go through all the exercise, I guess. What happens here, Sana? Tell me what this is. 1 + 1. What does this mean?
It's a string 1, the first one, and the next one is just a number.
Okay, and what?
So string 1 + 1.
Okay, and what do you expect when this when we run this?
Then you have to remember all these rules, and I surely do not remember them by heart at all. But it says
1
if either value is a string, it
just read this out loud.
Yeah, if either value is a string, coerce both to strings, concatenate the strings, else convert both to numbers, add the numbers. Okay, so that means simple. The number becomes a string also. So it's string 1 + string 1.
If there's a string, it's a string at the end. If there's a number, convert them to numbers and add them up. Yes. So in this case, 1 + 1, what would it give? I heard someone saying it already.
1 1 string, so it will be string 1 1.
Yeah. Okay. So this, right?
Yeah.
And that's essentially it. That's correct. There will be some tricky ones with not a number and infinity and stuff, but let's not do all of them. Let's do a couple of them, and I will do them in the one JS editor, I think. Yeah, is it JS editor? Nope, it's not. The one with like where you can like go over it.
Tutor.
JS tutor.
Yeah, JS tutor.
Open in. Open in. A bit more down.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah. Yes. A bit more down. Open in.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah.
You should have. Yeah.
All right. So 11. We go next. Native 11. So you can see the result of it. So that's correct. Let me ask, does somebody else want to do this one? Go ahead. Just be a willing a volunteer. We have infinity plus NULL. What will this give? To be honest, it's a lot bigger, a lot harder than this one. Somebody, any suggestions?
In this case, we have no strings.
Yeah.
So both of these will act as numbers. So it will be infinity plus nothing is going to be infinity. So we should meet in the blank. We should fill in infinity.
Infinity itself is also a number. So that's indeed easy. It is infinity. That's correct. Let me see if there's an interesting one that's like more relevant. Let me just kind of go over it. false plus NULL. I want to get to like true plus false, whatever. Let me just remove these ones. The sake to just kind of go faster. Okay, true plus false. What will this give?
It will be 1.
1?
Yeah.
The number 1?
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, it's correct. Went just through it. Can you explain why?
Because false is 0 as a number, and because we have a plus here, so we have the addition operator. So we have
go
0
ahead.
plus 1, so it will be 1.
Yeah. So false and true. What kind of type are they?
Here it will be like addition or
still
some
here.
plus. Yeah. This is
So
a 0 plus 1.
Yeah. This essentially this is a
Zero.
Boolean, right?
Yeah, Boolean equal to 0 no, as a number.
Yeah. It's a Boolean, but we convert them to numbers because they are not strings.
Yeah.
And if you convert Booleans to numbers, it's indeed a 0 and 1. 0 for false, 1 for true. Okay. How about this one? Mahmoud, you can take it, still do this one. Let's try it.
This will be infinity.
Infinity.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because here now here will be 13 infinity as a string, because we have a string 13 as a string. I'm sorry, because we have 13 as a string, so it will be 13 infinity string. Both of them are string, so it will be 13 infinity as a string. 13.
Exactly. So in this case, it's a string because 13 here is not a number, it's a string. If it were to be the number 13, you would be correct. It would be infinity. But now you're also correct with your correction that it's a string. And if either is a string, which in this case it was, coerce both two strings and concatenate. Concatenate just means add a string with another string and stick them together. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
Here it will be the same. Let me see if there's, let's do 9. And defined kind of muddies the water. Anyone, any suggestions? Oh, damn it. Any suggestions with this one? Undefined? Somebody else? Don't like calling out people, but if there's volunteers.
Well, there's a string, empty string.
There's an empty string, yes.
Or beginning, plus undefined. So I guess, I don't remember undefined if that's nothing on a number or...
Let's just take this as the entire truth and the only truth. It doesn't matter. So let's try.
So it will become a string. Undefined will become a string.
Okay, so this would be it.
A string and undefined.
Yeah, plus an empty string. And that's correct. It's just undefined. And that's it. Don't have to think too much with the edge cases. And sometimes even if there is some exceptions and stuff, don't let it demotivate you, because the edge cases are still edge cases. You will not see them a lot. And if you see them, you will kind of remember, oh, it's a NULL, or oh, it's not a number. Maybe that's tricky with this, and then you will know that it's an edge case when you have that error in real life. So in this case, there's no tricky thing. It's just, is it a string, yes or no? Yes, then the result will be a string, and you just concatenate with whatever it adds to. If it's not, just make it a number with a truthy, falsy, 0, 1 with booleans. And add them up with integers like you do every time. This is it. It's not that hard. So we did this exercise with the plus. Let's do one more. I will not do edge case. Let's do all the rest. So we did the plus. We did all the rest. Edge cases, guys. Just look at the exercises here. We have a lot of exercises to do, so let's just do this one together still, and then start with the small groups. All right. Let me call out someone else. Let me just read it for you guys. All arithmetic operators in JavaScript are simpler. All the other are simpler than the plus. To keep things simple for now, focus just on the primitive types. Coerce both coerce both values to numbers. Do math with numbers. The example below shows subtraction, but it's the same for all the rest. So this we did plus, and plus is easy. It's if it is a string, yes or no, convert to numbers. If not, if it is a string, concatenate. This is essentially a little easier. Just convert to numbers and do the math. When I say do the math, the computer does it for you, of course, but it's just to show you how it works with the divisions now we do the minus, this one, the subtraction, but essentially, am I in an example? Yeah, I'm in an example, right? Yeah, I'm in an example. So let me just, sorry. So this is what we needed from it. It's simpler actually than plus. I hate that I have to do this every time. So let's start. Guess both values to numbers and do the subtraction. 1 minus 1. It's very hard. What do you think, guys? Somebody yell the answer.
0.
0. The number 0 or the string 0?
The number 0.
All right. Let's go next. And that's what it is. Infinity is also a number. If we do infinity minus NULL, what will it be? Oh, something minus NULL should be infinity. Somebody in a suggestion?
Infinity.
Infinity again, yes. And essentially that's it. I can go through everything. Every time you see infinity, it is infinity, guys. Let's do this. This may be something interesting. What will this give? What do you guys think this will give? 18 minus AA.
This will be not a number.
Yeah.
Because we can't convert something like AA to a number.
Exactly. It's perfect. Hello minus goodbye.
Not a number.
Yeah, same thing. Undefined minus empty string. What do you guys think there?
Not a number as well.
All right, that's it. Convert to number and do the subtraction with a string. You can't if it's not a number in the string. If the string value is not a number. Yeah, essentially that's it. There are simple rules. You don't need to have done the exercise once and then have to remember it every time, but the more you do them, the more you encounter them, the more it will come naturally to just kind of know it. Now it's an active, a conscious way to, oh, okay, let me see, guess both values to number and do the subtraction. Right now it's something conscious that you read and then you try to remember and then you do the exercise. Later on, the more you work with JavaScript and programming, the more it will not really be something conscious, but unconsciously you know when you see this or anything that you know, okay, this is tricky. And maybe if you, even with years of experience, we still don't know all the rules out of our heads, but we know, okay, this is something fishy. Let me look it up real quick. And then you look it up and then you know. All right, 2 months later, you get the same problem, and you realize faster that you have to look it up. And then the third time, maybe you don't look it up anymore, and you just know it. Essentially, that's how it is. But if you just right now for the exercises, just look at the examples at the little phrase that they give you in the comments, and then can do the exercises, that's good enough for now. And if you don't remember it next week, if you don't remember everything, that's okay. What you need to know is that you can do them with having looked to the examples and the exercises. If you can do most of it just by reading the examples, you're fine. So don't worry about really remembering everything, because I see some students struggling with that. Everyone struggles with that, even if you have a lot of experience. Trust me, there's a lot of how to center a div in the professional world, so don't don't worry with that. Okay, that's arithmetics. So all the rest is essentially what subtraction, multiplication, division, remainder with a modulo thing. I will this is real quick, I know, but I want to kind of make a little bit progress. I suggest that we now divide into small groups, and we let you do the exercises yourself, guys. Let's start with, I hope you guys did comparisons. If you didn't, I would suggest to just kind of read it to yourselves and look and go through them, examples, exercises again. It's kind of straightforward, I think. Let's start with template literals. And yeah, let's start with getting to increment, decrement. If you're there, we can maybe get back together if that's okay. Is that okay with the coaches too?
Including increment, decrement, or just
let's include that. Yeah, including. Yeah. So while loops is where we'll start when we come back together.
Okay. Do all the exercises or just skim through them a little bit?
Prioritize maybe until it's understood. I would say. Go through the examples for sure, and then prioritize. If you kind of get it, you can go to the next one. Kind of see what the group feels. There's also guys. If you kind of think this is complicated and you're not following, you have also like recordings sometimes. So, but I think it will be okay. All right. We can divide into groups, I think.
Yeah.